With Doom's Dimension right around the corner, we are going to be looking at the 5 strategies that I believe you really should consider getting the cards for before we jump into the set. Now, starting off, we're going to be talking about DDD, as this is an archetype that definitely does get a good amount of support, as it is the cover art of the set itself, but also, more importantly, this deck received a lot of support, and it rewards those who are prepared. So if you do know how to play this strategy, I do think that if you don't and you have some knowledge of it, you should pick these cards up now, because the DDD cards are definitely pretty strong, and if you can master this deck, you can master the field, and I do mean that. Going into Tri-Brigade next, I think this is an archetype that you just really should grab the cards, because we do not know how good the support out of the future stuff for the Chronicle deck might be for Tri-Brigade, as I do believe they will receive some support from there, but also the fact that they receive their support in Doom's Dimension. The new Mouser and Hammer are able to give Tri-Brigade a new power bump, and I think this deck just got a little bit stronger with that support, so I do think if you do not have access to the Tri-Brigade cards, you should get access to them, because they could spike easily, and you don't want to have to pay more than less. Talking about Draco Tail very quickly, with the ban list in effect, I do think Draco Tail becomes a very strong deck, being one of the only decks to really effectively play under draw a lot better than most. So this deck gets a massive power bump in Doom's Dimension thanks to Frixel as well as Sting, but this deck was already pretty good, and because of the ban list, it just gets a lot better. So do keep in mind to get your Draco Tail cards before time runs out. Moving to K9, K9 does get a lot stronger as a pure deck thanks to its new support, as both Noroi and Jax, as I've talked about on this channel, make this deck a lot more insane, and I do really look forward to these cards as they power up the deck, and I do think you should get them because Izuna and Lupus and Ripper are going nowhere, so this engine is very important. And then finally, talking about Yummy really quickly, this is projected, in my opinion, to be the best deck of the format with Doom's Dimension, because Marshmallow and the new card do add a lot more spice to the deck. This deck now has access to 3 more 1-card starters, and although it did take a hit from the ban list, I think Yummy still is overly the most consistent strategy, being able to just pop its 1-card combos again and again and again, and it gives it a lot more room. But you tell me down below what you think, because